Welcome to another episode of Top 10 Detective, examining America's craziest laws of all time. The wild world of America's craziest laws, the US of A, the land of freedom, home of the brave, and apparently birthplace of laws that make us scratch our heads in bewilderment. While we might expect laws to cover the serious stuff, like, taxes, safety, and that classic don't steal rule, some of these mandates are as outlandish as they are hilarious. Who knew that cities and states would spend so much energy making sure we're not dressing up our chickens or tripping horses? These oddities were once deemed important enough to legislate, so join me as we dive into the top 10 most bizarre, knee-slapping laws in America. Top 10 weirdest U.S. laws imposed state by state, counting down from 10. Number 10. Alabama's anti-bear wrestling bonanza. You might imagine a bear as the ultimate huggable teddy until it's chasing you down the road. But apparently, some folks in Alabama thought bears would make great wrestling opponents. Enter Alabama's heroic lawmakers who swiftly outlawed bear wrestling. Yes, it's illegal to train, promote, or even sell tickets to a bear wrestling match. The state legislature thought it wise to go all in on anti-bear wrestling, sparing us all the sight of someone trying to put a grizzly in a headlock. Good job, Alabama. Number 9. Alaska. Leave the bow and arrow at home. Alaska, land of glaciers, grizzlies, and an unfortunate no-go for tipsy bar patrons armed with bow and arrow sets. Apparently, it's illegal to carry a bow and arrow into bars in Nome, Alaska. Perhaps this law originated as a way to prevent tipsy Robin Hood types from channeling their inner archer at a jukebox or local karaoke singer. After all, who needs to find their inner Katniss in a bar? Number 8. Arizona. No camel hunting allowed. Of all the hunting laws in the desert, Arizona's no camel hunting rule stands out. Why Arizona has a no camel hunting rule is anyone's guess, especially since camels are not the state's go-to wildlife. However, back in the 1800s, the U.S. Army decided camels might be excellent desert transportation. Fast forward to today, and Arizona is still protecting its once treasured camels. No camels to see here, but if there were, trust us, you're still not allowed to hunt them. Number 7. Arkansas. Don't honk at the sandwich shop. Craving a late-night sandwich in Little Rock? Well, just don't honk your horn in front of a sandwich shop after 9 p.m. As Arkansas lawmakers have decreed, those folks ordering subs after hours deserve peace. Whether you're at a drive-thru or simply passing by, any excessive honking will have you on the wrong side of the law. Keep it quiet and let the sandwich shop patrons order in peace. Number 6. California. No masks allowed. Yes, even on Halloween, Walnut City, California may take the cake for the most un-Halloween-friendly law out there. If you're planning to hit the town in disguise, you'd better have permission from the sheriff. That's right. If your costume involves any mask or face covering, this suburban city wants you to fill out a permission slip from law enforcement. Otherwise, trick-or-treaters beware. You may need to take your spooky spirit to a more disguise-friendly town. Number 5. Connecticut. Sunday night kissing ban. If you're in Hartford, Connecticut, and planning a romantic Sunday evening, skip the smooching. Apparently, the city was once so keen on keeping Sundays pure that it outright banned a husband from kissing his wife on that sacred evening. The origin of this law is lost in the annals of history, but we like to think it's based on someone's extreme preference for keeping the Sabbath absolutely smooch-free. Number 4. Delaware. No Sunday trick-or-treating. If Halloween lands on a Sunday in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, then trick-or-treaters must respectfully wait for the big night to be rescheduled. That's right, Rehoboth Beach does not let Halloween steal Sunday's spotlight. So, while Sunday might be sacred in most places, in Rehoboth Beach, it's sacred enough to reroute all Halloween festivities to the nearest non-Sabbath day. Number 3. Florida. The Great Internet Cafe ban. In a 2013 attempt to stamp out illegal gambling, Florida took things a tad too far and ended up banning internet cafes altogether. Governor Rick Scott's mission to clean up the state resulted in shuttering 1,000 cafes overnight. Despite the noble intention to combat unlawful gaming, this law effectively forced anyone looking for a quiet cafe vibe to find an alternative venue. Number 2. Georgia. Sorry, no sex toys allowed. Sandy Springs, Georgia has a few unconventional ideas about personal purchases. Buying sex toys is actually prohibited unless you can prove it's for scientific or medical purposes. The good news? The law's constitutionality has been challenged in court. So there may be hope yet for the fine citizens of Sandy Springs who just want to keep their adult shopping experiences judgment-free. Number 1. Hawaii, the Great Text and Walk Ban. The Aloha State is big on scenic beauty and pedestrian safety. Hawaii, specifically the city of Honolulu, put a stop to smartphone zombies by banning texting while crossing the street. Violators face fines, as the law seeks to curb the wave of injuries related to distracted walking. Honolulu's Eyes Up campaign is as clear a message as you can get. Put the phone down or it'll cost you. Why we're grateful for these absurd laws. And there you have it. 10 of the most laughable laws from across the United States. While we're not sure who came up with some of these, we'd like to give a sincere nod to the lawmakers who decided to pen them into history. Whether it's saving us from bear wrestling, camel hunting, or honking at sandwich shops, these laws serve as funny reminders of the quirks that make each state unique. Next time you're considering a trip across the country, make sure to brush up on the local rules. You never know when you might accidentally offend a town ordinance against roller skating or spark a scandal by ordering brunch cocktails too early. Happy travels, and remember, wherever you are in the land of the free, there's likely a strange law waiting to surprise you. Thank you for watching Top 10 Detective, and looking forward to seeing another episode of Top 10 Detective in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on upcoming videos. Please, let us know which law is your favorite law in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share.